St. Augustine tells that he disbelieved, he had the touching experience, he believed. Ever since, he never had any disbelief, any doubt in his life. The Wounded Healer is a wonderful book written by Janil, talking about this fundamental woundedness that all of us have in our life. We are celebrating the feast of St. Thomas the Apostle today, a great apostle that is a great model for us, who will always inspire us by his ardent demand and desire to see and experience the wound of the Lord. Pope Benedict XVI, in one of his homilies, taught that he is no more a doubting Thomas, he is a daring Thomas, who just had that courage to ask for an experience from the Lord. Unless and until I see him, put my finger on his side, I will not believe. What a great example of courage that we have in the personality of Thomas the Apostle. St. Augustine tells that he disbelieved, he had the touching experience, he believed. Ever since, he never had any disbelief, any doubt in his life. Gregory the Great talks about St. Thomas that his disbelief was a great benefit for all of us, because that made him a great apostle to go and evangelize the world. And for us, the Eastern Christians, he is a great example of courage and passion for his love for the Lord, because his that demand made him more closer to the Lord. My friends, he is no more a doubting Thomas, he is a daring Thomas. The chapter 21 in the Gospel of St. John, where Thomas is encountering Jesus, this proverbial episode, where Thomas is telling that unless and until I see, I put my finger on his side. When Jesus was not there, that was a kind of shame for Thomas. Later, when Jesus is there, Jesus calls Thomas on his side and asks him, come to my side, touch on my side and feel. This is a moment that Thomas is confirmed by the love of the Lord for him. Pope Benedict XVI tells about this, that Thomas did not want to be confirmed by the face of Jesus. Thomas wanted to be confirmed by the wounds of the Lord. My friends, we are in the times of COVID-19, where you and me are equally infected and affected. We are in the lockdown situations. We are isolated. We are socially distanced. We are fearing this pandemic. These are the moments that we may have to kneel down and look at the good Lord, ask him for this touching experience as Thomas had. Let us make Jesus as the center of our life, that our doubts may not be anymore there, that we may come to the belief. Bishop Barron proposing 3 great pillars of the church, 3 models, by stating Peter as the apostolic model of the church, John as intellectual and mystical dimension of the church, Thomas as a dimension of skeptical people around the world. Those who are skeptic, they are represented by Thomas, because God is counting on them too, and God wants them too in his kingdom. And they are not to be disregarded, disrespected, but they have to be counted, because they are the future of the church. Disbelieving Thomas coming and experiencing the Lord, such a way the disbelieving new generation would come to the Lord and become the great apostles of our times. My friends, our disbelief, our doubts, our fear, our confusion is not an end. It is only something that is helping us to move forward, to ask these courageous, daring questions and become daring disciples. Celebrating this wonderful feast of St. Thomas the Apostle, also known for the Eastern Christians as Dukharana, which means remembrance. Yes, we remember the wounded love of the Lord for each of us. He is said to heal us because he is the wounded healer. God bless you.